live and we're live there. Okay, so this will go live. I'm trying to put it close enough to each other so that they can be live. I went live already on the other shows. So let me be sure that everything else is up to par. We can go live on that. Check out the time, it's 5:55. Perfect time to go live. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. No, it's me, your boy, Prince Dr. Chukwemeka Edward Atede. Anyamuna Waro Hawana. Your friends, my friends, they call me Eddy for short. It's a pleasure to have you on the other side of the listening wave. I hope you guys can hear me. Yep, the link just went out to all my subscribers saying that we are live now, live on your channel. Can you guys see that? The Eddy for short page is live. So let's throw in TikTok here. Why shouldn't we? Somebody's definitely watching me. Who's watching me right now live? Hi, welcome to the show. How you doing over there? Thank you for joining me. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section or like the video so I'll know that you are here. Otherwise, I won't know who came in. I do monitor sometimes when people are live and I say, hey, welcome to the show. It's your boy, Prince Dr. Chukwemeka Edward Attah-Edeh. Anyamuna Waro Hawana Fabu. Your friends and my friends, they call me Eddy for short. Right now, I'm trying to log in to TikTok. TikTok didn't go live earlier. I don't know why. I went live on it earlier, but it didn't pop up the way I wanted it to. So I'm gonna change my live goals. Put 20 goods for this live. Why not? Let's see if we can add the live goal to that. I'm gonna go for 20. Confirm. Okay, that's good. Everything looks good so far. Flip the camera. Boop. Alright. I'm gonna set that down. Let's get the angle right. So we got the camera there. Camera can see me over here. So am I clear? Am I in middle on all the cameras? This one's a little bit off to the side, but it's fine. I'll bring this guy right here just so that it adds some details to this wall so it doesn't look too bad on that side. On this side, potato, not too bad either. Okay. I think we're good to go live here as well in 3, 2, 1. We're going live there. Hey, thank you for the like on YouTube. I appreciate you. Mom is watching. Mom, thank you, mommy, for watching. I appreciate it, mommy. I didn't know you were live with me today. Thank you, mom. I appreciate you, mommy. I just saw your comment here, so I'm going to copy your comment. I'm going to pin it to the wall. Thank you so much, everybody that's joining me. Yes, mom is watching. So, it's a very special episode when mama is watching. So thank you, mama, for watching. Shout out to you, ma. Welcome to my show. Let's get some lights going so that we can have this show on the road for today. Today's topic is going to be cool. I hope you guys will join me. We'll talk about it and we'll share some like minds. If you guys have any idea on how I can make this show better, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section. Okay. All right. Let us begin. I will start again by reintroducing myself for those who are just joining us. My name is the humble Prince, Dr. Chukwemeka Edward Atah-Edeh. Anyamuna Waro Hawana Fabu. Your friends and my friends, they call me Eddy for short. It's a pleasure to have you on the other side of the listening wave. I want to welcome everybody that is here live with us on Facebook on this side, live with us on YouTube, live with us on TikTok. I want to say welcome to each and every one of you that is joining us from all the platforms and saying, hey, I want you guys to go in the comment section real quick and just type something. Could be A, could be B, could be Z, doesn't matter. Just type something in the comment section. Say hi. Let me say hi to those who are joining us as well. Let me say hello. Thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate you guys for hopping in on the show. And those that have said hi and given us a comment, I really appreciate you. For example, Mommy, thank you so much. I appreciate you for the comment. Yes, so on today's topic, I do want to share my screen real quick. Let's see if I can do that over here. So here I will open up my other YouTube page. So let's go over here and I'll pop into my page real quick. All right, so let's see the data on YouTube. No, I just need my page on YouTube. It says I should sign in, so I'm going to sign in. It's signing me in 54321. I think and I have to switch accounts to the other account. Apparently my other accounts got signed out, so I got to sign back in. I need my fingerprint. All right. Why is this hot today? Who turned on the heater? They did say it was going to get cold and went and turned on the heater. Now it's extremely hot. Are you guys experiencing this weather? What do you guys think about the weather? Let me know in the comment section. If you guys are enjoying this, let me know, okay? So let me hit cancel on that. I'll go on my page real quick, view your channel. All right, let's see if we are live. It does look like we are live. It does look. Yeah, so we are live. I can see myself. That looks good. So with this on Facebook, I do want to share my screen on Facebook. I wish I could do that. Let me see. Is there any way I can do that? Let's see. Viewer, lifestyle, settings, insight. That's such a difficult thing to do with this live. And I am sweating buckets. All right, let's try this again. Well, Facebook guys, I'm still working on how to give you guys the best quality. But for now, if you guys are on Facebook and want to join me, hop onto the YouTube channel real quick. And those on TikTok, you guys can see the view already, so it's really good. But Facebook, you guys are not really seeing the full view, so I apologize for you guys over there. I'm gonna work on getting it ready, and we'll enjoy this so far. All right. Let me share my screen. Boom. You guys can see my screen right now. Welcome to the show. Everybody that is watching, I really thank you so much for watching. It really it means a lot to me that you guys are here and we can interact and we can talk about things. Right now, I'm going to show you my channel. So, oh, I didn't post this yet. I'm going to copy and paste the link. You guys should hop on the show. Come, join me. It's Fabian. All right, let me pull up what we were talking about yesterday. Yes, this was from yesterday's topic. Hopefully, my guests will join me. I would love for them to be on the show with me today so that we can talk about this incredible thing that I did put together for you guys. All right, it's actually called the human body. So that's the topic of the day. You guys can see how hot I am, right? Let me open the window. Bear with me, please. Just wanted to open the window real quick, turn the fan towards myself. It is incredibly hot in here. All right, that feels a lot better. Oh my, like 5-10 degrees better already. But yes, I hope you guys can see my screen. Those on TikTok, hold on, I'm going to do something for you guys real quick so you guys can see. There it is. All right, so I got the charger incoming. I'm going to try to plug the charger in. Let's see if we can get the charger to charge this phone as we plug it over here. All right, there we go. So thank you all so much for joining, all those guys that are joining us. I'm going to flip the camera on the TikTok so you guys can also see. I'm going to bring a little mini me into this presentation so you guys have me there. How about this? If I put myself like this, how is it? You guys, I can like look at it and you guys can talk. How's that? You guys like it? If you guys like that view, let me know. Those on Facebook, you guys are missing out too much. And TikTok, you guys kind of have something similar. You guys can see. If you guys see this, how it looks. Yeah. All right. So let me see if I can get everything working well. Why is it not? Oh, it's just focusing on the face that it's okay. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to pop my face off to make it a little bit smaller. All right. So if I have my little mini me here, can you guys see me? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this one. Okay. So those on TikTok, I hope you guys can see. How you guys doing? Welcome to the show, guys. Say hi. Don't forget to say hi in the comment section. Okay. All right. So let's begin this show, shall we? Let's full screen this. I'll put this over here. Over here for now. All right. So you guys can see the name of the podcast is, or the name of the topic is the human bodied. The human bodied, and we're using this as a series. We're talking about a bunch of things. We're going to be falling back on past episode, looking forward on future episodes. We'll have guests that will join us. We'll have those who come on the show and talk about things that interest you and I. So for this episode, for example, what we're talking about is the human body. What do you guys understand as the human body? You guys know there's a top, there's a bottom, there's a there's a side, there's a middle. Different categories, different description of how the human body works. Correct? All right, let's get some light going over here. All right, so you guys can see me clearly. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. The quality of the audio seems good. Over here, there's a transcription, so that is fine by me. All right, so if you guys like what you're seeing so far, don't forget to smash that like button, and that will let me know that I'm doing something good. Otherwise, how will I know that I'm doing anything good? Huh? So let me know in the comment section, okay? All right, so first slide that we come to, right? The first slide is, hold on, let me see if I can get this guy to come over here so you guys can still see me. Okay, there it is. Okay, so the TikTok is following the little face. So if it follows it, that is good. So can you guys see me? All right, perfect. I will have to move it a little bit to the side, like so. All right. So the name of the first slide is. Well, let's start from the first slide. The human body. This face is kind of blocking it, so I apologize that it's right there. I'm gonna work on future ones. This was kind of impromptu put together, but we did it. And thanks to the internet and the AI that they have that have allowed us to create this without too much work. So I do want to shout out and applaud them. The making of a human is a topic, right? The making of a human from body to mind to being. So, what is the making of a human? The making of a human means that we're trying to create a human. If you are like coming from space now and you wanted to find out more about the Earthlings, what are the things that the Earthlings have and things like that, we'll have to dive into series of questions that will allow you to think a bit differently than you're thinking right now. So, making of a human from body to mind, featuring Fabian K and Nanya. So Fabian, this is Fabian over here. Fabian is the gentleman over there, and then the lady is Zainab Akintelu. Akintelu is from Nigeria. Both of them are from Nigeria. One's from the Igbo tribe, one's from the Yoruba tribe. So I always like diversity in my group. I always like people to come together and like share their ideas from wherever background that they are from. I like to make this a safe space, a space that's where you come and share your ideas without scrutiny, without pain, without bias. Okay, and we are here to assist you to walk through those fine lines. I know there are some questions you want to ask someone like me. What do I bring to the table? I have gotten significant experience and knowledge in the medical field. I have graduated and become a medical doctor and a specialist in internal medicine. I've also gotten a vast idea in IT training, computer lecturing, system works, and manufacturing. So I also have an idea in construction. I have an idea in menial labor, food safety, hospitality, sales. So I'm a plethora of ideas. I bring to you the same plethora of ideas, saying to you that, hey, will you join me? Share your ideas with me. Maybe I might have a different perspective than you. Maybe I might have the same perspective as you. Maybe I might have a slightly skewed perspective than you, or totally opposite perspective than you. So who knows? We bring it here and we'll be glad to have it and we'll talk about it here on the show. All right. The human body. Let's go on. We were talking yesterday about the classroom before the mirror, right? What is the class? What does that statement mean? The classroom before the mirror. Hmm? The classroom before the mirror is a kind of play on words or play on statement. That what does it mean? But of course, the classroom existed before the mirror. Of course, the mirror existed before the classroom. So which one is like a chicken before the egg kind of situation, right? So when you look at that topic, it kind of influences you to think outside the box, right? The classroom before the mirror. Now we have to define, okay, when will one become aware of what a classroom is and what a mirror is? How old would you be, for example? I'm thinking, okay, the first time you look into a mirror, they usually say in my place that don't show children under two their reflection in the mirror. I don't know why yet. I'm still trying to find out why that reason is. But if you guys have the answer, please let me know in the comment section. All right. Let's see. Let's use this opportunity to shout out to those that are on TikTok with us. I want to always recognize them and shout out to them. Let me go ahead and flip my camera real quick. We'll get back to this topic in 1 minute. All right. All right. Let's say hello to those who joined us on TikTok. We got A. Marshudov, welcome to the show. Mulan Blog, welcome to the show. A, welcome to the show. Ruslan7960, welcome to the show. That's an Arabic name I cannot pronounce with a red flag at the end. Welcome to the show. Moment in Misu, welcome to the show. Caitlin Sharon, welcome to the show. That's a Japanese name I can't pronounce. Welcome to the show. Jesse Anderson, welcome to the show. Dalba 3B, welcome to the show. Melly Mel Johnson, welcome to the show. Platicax, welcome to the show. Cool Rachel 2404, welcome to the show. Let's promote some things. You can go ahead and click on this for more live views. Who knows? I don't know how that one works, but you guys can help me out with that. Jens, welcome to the show. David King, welcome to the show. Trayvon Doblan, welcome to the show. Niyi, welcome to the show. Olivia A, welcome to the show. George, welcome to the show. Loretta Lindsay, welcome to the show. Heart Shape, welcome to the show. Sue 000, welcome to the show. And Brother B, hey my G, welcome to the show. How you all doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to the show. It's your boy, Prince Dr. Chukwemeka Edward Atedanya Wuna Waroha, one of our Bugu. But my friends and your friends, they call me Eddy for short. And if you're just joining us, this is the Flight on the Wall podcast with your host, Eddy for short. And we're talking about the human body. The human body is the name of the topic, but it has subtopics under it. And we are focusing on now the first slide of the presentation that I did make. And let me flip the camera real quick so I'll show you the presentation that I did make. Here we go. So this is the presentation over here. If you guys can look on TikTok, let's see if I can show it to you. Boom. On TikTok, the classroom before the mirror is what it said. Ooh, this thing is trying to capture my face. I don't want it to capture my face. There we go. All right. So the classroom before the mirror. Yes. How early education system impose structure before children form identity. Now, this would be a very good topic to share with people. Now, if you guys want to join me, feel free to hit a request in the link. I don't know if you guys can hop on the TikTok real quick. You guys can follow me on TikTok at EDDY number 4SHOT, Eddy for short. Come on the live and we can talk to each other together. I don't know which other version that allows me to complete two things at once. Ron, welcome to the show. Brother B, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you, Saya. Thank you for sharing the live with your friends. Yes, please do be like Brother B. Yes, share the live to people so that people know that we are live and we are talking on very important topics. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. All right. So how early education systems impose structure before children form identity? That's what we're going to be talking about, right? So we just got a flash go here. I'm just going to pop it up on the screen. If you guys know how to do that, go ahead and take care of that. And for those who want to join us, I want people to come on this live with me. Let's talk. Let's discuss about what school does to you. How does it impose on you what kind of identity to form? Like for me, for example, I know when I was going to school, I remember talking to my mom and like, oh, mommy, I'm watching. How you doing? Yes. I remember talking to my mom and I was still very small, just about to leave her secondary school, and I was singing a song. I would like to go to I would like to go to USA for more education. I think it was Idris Abdulkarim that came up with that song that time. And me, I kind of flipped it around. I was like, I say instead of yes, I'm like, I'd like to go to Russia for more education. I'd like to go to Germany for more education. My mom heard me say that, and then she walked up to me like, "What are you talking about? You want to go there to go and study?" I was like, "You don't study in Nigeria." I was like, maybe." And then I didn't know that she was even contemplating it in the back and thinking about it. And then, lo and behold, voila! A few months later, we are working on visa to fly out of Nigeria and go and study in Ukraine. So that was fun. A good little distance. Let me say hello to the people that are reaching out. Pickles527, thanks for joining us. He said, "Hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the show." Lydia girl, welcome to the show. I would like to invite you guys as guests if you guys want to talk about this. Bree, oh, is that you? Welcome to the show. Come say hi. Come on live. I'm live right now. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Hey, Eddie.
How you doing, Bree? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. Good. How about you? I just got off from work, so
Oh yeah? Oh, that's good. How was work?
it was nice. All them kids yelling at me, calling my name 24/7.
Oh, I know that was, I mean, entirely draining, but
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
I said that was probably draining, but you got this, right?
Yeah, I've been a teacher for a year now, so
Ooh, clap for yourself, Bree. Clap for yourself. I'm proud of you. You've stepped up. You've held it for a year. I'm proud.
yeah.
You don't sound too proud of yourself or too dignified.
A lot. They start yelling at you. They want your name. All you hear is Missy, 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 Missy.
They care about you. Now. They want to be sure that you are doing great, and they want to know that you are paying attention to them. That's why. That's why they do all of that. I think.
I'm tired. I'm like, okay. I'm like, my name is not Missy no more. Don't call me that.
What
And then
did
they use the other nickname they gave me, Miss
you
Art
give?
Teacher.
Miss Auntie?
No, Miss Art Teacher.
Miss Art Teacher. Wow, that's very, very like telling you what your job is and just focus on it.
Yes, it really is.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Let me show those people that are on YouTube with us. Let's see if I can get this in such a way that it will be on the show. Give me 1 second. Maybe perhaps if I share the screen in this version. Okay, that kind of works. Oh, I just lost my guest. She was just here, but we have a TikTok going here on the YouTube live. I hope you guys can see it. Okay, that's not too bad. That's a good angle. But then I will not be able to see it. But maybe, just maybe, if I did this, hold on. I'm a technological genius. At least I try to be. If I was to raise this stuff up like so, I'll be able to see you guys' comments on the YouTube channel. So maybe, just maybe that, well, it's gonna come in the subsequent days. We'll work on it. We'll figure this part out. I'm sure. I'm very very sure. All right, guys, let's continue what we're doing. We had the show like so. So thank you, Pickles, for joining. Yeah, it kicked me. Why did it kick you out? What were you doing? Were you on? Wait, did your video come on? Talk to me. Let me know what happened. Why it kicked you off the live. Sorry, guys. I apologize. No, we always have intuitions. Distractions like that happen. You know, sorry if sometimes my guests can come on and then network just kicks them off. And we're having riveting conversation. I would love to dive into this kind of topics with you guys. So if you guys know, please hop on. Say I don't know. Oh, okay. Try again. Let me see if I can send you another request. Maybe it might allow. Favor says, "Welcome to the show. How you doing?" Let me welcome those that just joined us. Um, Okay, we got a flower. Welcome to the show. Q, Juro, Ren, Goku. Welcome to the show. Favor says, welcome to the show. Myron Smith 945. Welcome to the show. All the people that are watching us live. Let's see who is still here with us watching us live. Welcome to the show, each and every one of you. Amanda, welcome to the show. I want to say welcome to each and every one of you. Because Brie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Excellent, excellent. So yes, let me go ahead and replace this thing back as my little guy was earlier. Let's put it poop. All right, here I am. That's my little face. Can you see my face? It's tiny,
Yes, I
tiny.
can see the screen.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have this series that I started on my show. It's called the Real Ed. Yeah, so like basically we're talking about real things. Yes, things that happen and I on a real basis. So we wanted to first start off like, okay, what are we talking about first? We talk about the human body. So I retitled this of writing the human body. I wrote the human bodied. Uh, so this is what it looked like. Although it's covered right here, but it's a human BODIED over here, right? And what we have is like the making of a human body from body to mind. What does it take to make a human body, right? So we're starting from childhood age and we're talking about the classroom before the mirror, right? So the classroom before the mirror is very important because that kind of helps us to impose on ourselves what our reflection or our identity is later on down the line, correct?
Yes.
All right. So now you are a teacher, which is a perfect. I couldn't have asked for a perfect guest at this type of kind of time, right? You teach kids. You are responsible for all these little screaming creatures or little humans, right? That make fun of you. I don't know. They make fun of you sometimes. Yeah, they do. They do. So the thing is, I would love you to look at these questions with me, and then like maybe you can give us an insight of your own experience. It doesn't have to be like a teaching time. It doesn't have to just what happened to you during something, and maybe just share with us how it is. That what do you think that this topic could tell us based on your experience? The classroom before the mirror. How early education systems impose structures before children form identity, right? Say for example, yeah, so tell us about yourself first of all, because I think those that are just joining us, they don't know who you are. And by the way, my mom is on the show, so which is awesome. So say hi.
Well, my TikTok name is Pickles.
Hi.
I'm an educator at an elementary school. I'm the art teacher.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I'm only 26, so this is my first year too.
Awesome. Welcome.
I am the full teacher, the full art teacher. I went to Morgan State University.
Mm-hmm.
Got a degree in art. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go back to school for my education license soon. Yep.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it. I kind of miss college, and I miss it. I'd rather go back to college too.
Is that so?
Yeah, I liked it. But I would say something about the classroom. The classroom itself, it's a lot different. When you're the teacher and you gotta pay attention to a lot of kids, it's a lot different because you have to. It's just different because maybe you gotta You have to have a lot of patience. A lot of patience. That's one thing that I had to learn is that you have to have patience with kids because one, you don't know them, you don't know how they act, you don't know what's going on at home, so they have to bring all of that to school because they don't know how to control their emotions and anything like that. Then you have your special needs kids that you have to deal with because I deal with all types of special needs along with regular kids, and then I deal with behavioral needs. So there is no cut cards on who you will be dealing with and what you will be dealing with. You deal with it all. I had one student not too long ago. He bit me.
They beat you?
Yes, he bit me.
Like with their hand or with their teeth? They beat you?
His teeth.
Their teeth. Oh wow. Oh. How did you handle that?
Okay. So in my mind, I really wanted to just like go off and just hit him, but I had to catch myself before I did anything.
Yeah.
And I put him back in the wagon, and because he's a special needs kid, so I couldn't really do much, and I was just like, I put him in the wagon. I had to go to the nurse report because it did draw blood, so I had to put a Band-Aid on it, and I went back and started teaching again.
Wow.
And like never happened. It just kept going.
Let's keep pushing, right?
Yeah, just have to keep pushing it for it because he has a chart that says that he needs to, he needs that type of stuff to be reported because he has an issue with that.
So you reported it in the chat saying that he had this behavior, he expressed this outburst, and this is how you handled it, and this is what happened after the incident. What was the trigger? Yes. What was the resolution? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I still got it. I know a little bit of DDA and some autism.
Yeah, it's a lot to do with it.
It's a lot. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to you and everyone who does this caregiving job of taking care of kids or special needs kids or even any person at all. Anybody that needs to take care of another person. Shout out to you guys. Accolades and more grease to your elbows, each and every one of you. Okay.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so I do appreciate you for sharing that little piece of you, sharing that little experience that you've experienced on your daily life, and now bringing it back to the show. Right, we're talking about how early education systems impose structure before children form identity. What education systems impose structure in the first place? Would you say like math class impose a science mindset, or art class impose another mindset? What are your opinions on that statement?
So it depends on how a student looks at it, because I would say that students look at things differently. So depending on how they look at math, like this week they just had their math test, like their big math test for the state. We've been telling them to look at math problems like it's money. Connected to real life situations. So we're trying to get them to connect like stuff that's going on in the classrooms to real life situations and stuff like that. Like, what is it? I want to say last month was it last month that was Women's History Month?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about all different types of artists that are females, and we went through a list of different females and stuff like that, especially going through, African American, your Hispanics. We went through it all so that they can get pretty much a big picture of everything. And then on top of it too, the end of April was also STEAM night for the kids. So I did a project with them where they did a story collage. The story collage was for them to make organic shapes and to make a story out of it and use things as symbols and stuff like that. So, and then on the whole thing is that since they use organic shapes, it was pretty much a math problem. Because, shapes and stuff like that deal with math.
Yep.
So they didn't even know that they were doing math until I told them at the end.
That this is math. How was their expression in that situation?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How was their expression? Like, what did they think after you let them know that they are doing math now?
So they were pretty shocked. They were shocked. They didn't know anything. They didn't know what type of math problems. It was like, how are we doing math? This is like 1 + 1. I said, no, this is a totally different math.
Wow.
This is geometry. Geometry is something that you'll learn later on in life, and you just did part of it, a little bit of it, without even knowing that you did it. Wow. And I told them, I said, this is why we push so hard for you to learn your math, your science, your reading, your writing, because all of it plays together into one big piece.
I agree.
And everybody, that goes to school or thinks that, oh, I'm never going to use this once I graduate. You use everything that you learn in school every day, just in different parts of your life without even realizing.
I agree. I agree with that. You lose a lot in life as you move on, and there are some things that you retain, and some things make you worse. Just depending on what kind of mindset you have in usual circumstances.
And
All right.
Teacher you have. If your teacher is a caring person and they care about you and they see you, regardless if you don't see potential in every student, but if you still care about every student and you can push them to do stuff,
Yep.
It will change a student's life, because if it wasn't for my teachers in school, I probably would have never became the best teacher I became, because I look up to those teachers. Like my teacher, Miss Rodriguez, she was
Shout out to Miss Rodriguez.
Yeah, she was my French teacher, and I was failing French badly. But if it wasn't for her working with me to take those pictures for the yearbook, I would have never found my passion in art.
Interesting. Oh, that is really cool. I think I had a teacher like that, Mr. Ozier, in my physics class, and he would never get off my back because he'd be like, Edward, pay attention, make her pay attention. You have to know what the line is from this point to this point. Make your hands straight, stop shaking. And if he didn't care that much, then I guess focus more on physics, and I wouldn't have seen the bigger picture. Now that when I see how just sun rays work, and I understand really scattering, and I see how the cloud works, I know why the sky is blue just because of I listened in physics class. It's really cool. Yeah. So yes, thank you so much for sharing that. That is awesome. Yes, standardization versus self-expression. This question is for you. I think this is actually also another very great guest in this special question right here about self-expression. Right now, I don't know if you're willing to share. Can you tell us about your relationship so that we can move on to answer about self-expression? How do you self-express? Because people don't know if you are. Let us know what your orientation is, what it is that you do, and then we will go ahead and question you on like self-expression. How do you express yourself?
I express myself, I guess, through everything I do. It's unique to everything I do is unique to me. The way I dress, the way I listen to music, I express myself through everything, through every different form of art that I can get my hands on. I love listening to music, but my playlist, they're not trash. I love my music. I mix everything. I have country, rock, all that stuff in there, mixed all together. Because I love it all. And then I like cooking. I also like baking. I do bake.
You bake a lot? Okay. Nice. So you express stuff like that. Excellent. Do you think it is better to express yourself or to conform to this norm, which would be like standardization? So that means wear your clothes, iron your shirts, pin up your buttons, tuck in your pants, socks up, no tattoos.
I'm gonna say that it's depending on where you're at, because some places you gotta act a certain way and some places you don't. It all depends on where you're at, what you're doing, and stuff like that. Like if I'm going into an office building or something like that, I'm still gonna dress the way I want to, but I'm still gonna dress professionally the way I want to. And then after that, I will decide, how I'm going to act after that, because it all depends on where I'm going and what I'm doing.
I agree with that. Okay, excellent. So in your choice, do you think what would you suggest for a student? Which okay, not opinion. Would you rather go for following the norm or self-expression?
I would say self-expression, because that way we have a variety of things to pick from, because of the factor that now, like what I see in the classroom is that kids have no imagination. It feels like I don't know if you ever watched Fairly Odd Parents.
I did with Timmy, little Timmy, and the little fairies.
Remember the episode where those gray fairies came in?
Where it's like everything was monotone.
Yes, everything was like
black and white, grayscale.
Yes, that's pretty much what everything is starting to feel like, because kids have no imagination nowadays. They have no way to think for themselves. Everything has to be done for them, because as you see at home, that parents are still healing from past trauma, to get to, like if parents are healing from their past trauma, they're not really focused on their kids. Understanding how to express themselves, how all they're doing is on the screen all day.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. I know you've shared your life about it, you've shared your experience directly. I really want to appreciate you for letting me know about all of that. And I want to go on to the next question now. Rules and uniforms as tool of early identity control. Do you agree with that statement?
I would say yeah, because I'd rather have school rules and uniforms than not have uniforms because it does cut down on a lot of bullying.
That is the first time I've heard that from an American, actually. But please elaborate.
So, since I work at a public school, and I've been to a private school, so I've seen the difference between a public school and a private school.
Okay.
And so public schools, it's not about the kids not having what they need and stuff like that, but it's about what happens at home. Everything always starts at home. So if your kids are, not where they're supposed to be, everything is at home. Because you're not helping at home, or you can't help at home, or you're struggling to try to get the money, stuff like that. So everything needs to be at a home level to where kids at school don't get, bullied. Because let's say you come to school with $300 Jordans, which I do see. I do see kids come to school with $100 stuff, and other kids come with Walmart stuff or light up shoes they get from Payless or somewhere like that. And they get made fun of sometimes because they're in Payless shoes, they're in stuff that, that other people have worn. They probably went to thrift stores and got stuff. I've seen it all. Like I did the community day. I volunteered at the community day at my school. I helped give out toiletries, feminine products to people that need it and need that type of stuff because they can't afford it on their own. And I saw a lot of my students come in there and stuff like that. So uniforms and stuff like that will be a great thing, but it also would be an expensive thing because parents can't afford to get uniforms and standard clothes for their kids. They can't even get regular stuff that kids want. That's why there's so many kids out here, or the YNs is what you call them. The YNs is what you call them. They're stealing so much because they want stuff not to be made fun of.
I see. Give me one. Oops, my network just cut off for a second. Bear with me real quick.
So in my opinion, a uniform and the rules, they would work good in all schools, like public schools and private schools, because private schools they have the funding, they have funding and they have the money. And in private schools, they literally they got uniforms, they have everything standard for those kids, and it's a lot easier for them.
Okay. I appreciate you so much on that. I think I agree too with, because me coming from a place where all we did was wear uniforms and make sure that you are dressed appropriately. My school design was you have to be in white and white, so it was really tricky to keep clean as a kid. Of course, I'm a boy. I've always run around and mess up my clothes. So having that how will I say, ability to choose your outfit, it was kind of a good thing in my opinion. But you're telling me that for you it's not really like that for you. Okay, next I'll check this out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, like that too. Like, see, you have a standard now to keep your clothes clean. Appreciate what you got and stuff like that. These kids do not have that because they don't even understand recycling.
They don't.
They don't they don't. They don't understand recycling. They don't at all because, like, in art, we ran out of paper because kids they don't flip papers over on the back and try it again, or they don't erase. Once they mess up, they're ready to just crumple up the whole thing and throw it away.
Yeah. There's no like fixing the computer when it cracks. There's like, go get a new one. That's it.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't fix nothing. They don't try to fix anything when it's broken. Instead, they just like, oh, I can buy a new one.
That's it.
So yeah, like, see, but in your standard, you were taught to dress appropriately, and then you're also taught that this place is where I have to dress appropriately. So I understand that there's a time and a place to do what I want to do, but then I have to also still maintain a certain standard.
That's true.
And they don't understand that they have to maintain a certain standard to do things. So they literally are just going crazy because they have freedom to do whatever they want.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. All right, thank you so much for that. You are making this podcast very riveting. I'm applauding you. Thank you so much. As a first time guest, we're going to do the game show before you head out. I know you are a very busy lady, but thank you so much for this ability to share your insights with us. Now, on the final thing on the topic there on the screen, who defines good behavior?
I can't even tell you that because there's no such thing to me as a good behavior.
Oh,
Because one thing is that like you may say, oh, these are good behaviors. Like, you wake up, you brush your teeth, you get ready, you do all that good stuff. That's a good behavior. But then, who is going to define all of that to every student? So even because sometimes even teachers they're not even on point with good behavior. So there's nobody who can define a good behavior unless they are like pitch perfect, the Pope type thing. And even then, those people aren't even good. So there's nobody who can define a good character unless you are just being a good person in general.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, perfect, perfect. So nobody can really define it. So you are saying when the teacher says, "Oh, stop that. That's bad," they should not be defining good behavior at that point.
Well, yeah, I mean, I do that constantly. But the thing is, like I said before, everything starts at home. So even if I'm telling them, no, don't do this, and they go home and they do it anyways, and the parents are correcting them, it's like what I'm saying, it just goes right out the window.
So they need that reinforcement at home, is what you're saying.
Yes, everything starts at home. The learning process, everything. So the classroom before the year, it's like you gotta go at home. Everything. Your classroom starts at home because your parents are going to be your first teacher before I even step in the picture.
That's true. So your parents are the first teachers that you meet. They are the ones that are supposed to reinforce any teaching that you get on the outside or denature anyone that they think is in their opinion. So yeah, you're right. So the people that define good behavior are gonna be like they are not supposed to be the ones, but they are there, the teachers, the principals, the listen, but usually it should come from the home, you're saying, right? So the old saying, like it takes a village to raise a kid. If the kid is groomed by everyone in the community to say, this is the way we adjust and this is how society works, that kid will be grown up in the quote unquote good behavior, right?
Yes.
Okay. 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 Thank you so much, everybody that is joining us. Those that are sharing live. Oh, Bree, thank you so much for sharing live. Let me shout out to those that are joining us real quick. Let me see. I didn't shout out for a while. It's always good to say hello to those that are hopping on and shout out to them. So we had Favor underscore says, thank you for joining us. Benny Brilliant, thank you for joining us. May Radio say, thank you for joining us. T Money Kobe, thank you for joining us. Paula Holloway, thank you for joining us. Songolo Sharu, thank you for joining us. Notorious Ginger, thank you for joining us. IBB Ibro, thank you for joining us. IBB FX, thank you for joining us. Glenn Watson, 553, thank you for joining us. Yes, Chika Hamilton, thank you for joining us. Sanko, thank you for joining us. Yeah, Slavka Tonku, thank you for joining us. User 5383853, thank you for joining us. Swamp Gator 89, thank you for joining us. Leo Mix, thank you for joining us. Bean, thank you for joining us. 49, user 49, hold on, let me see. User 4942466006, thank you for joining us. Lady D, thank you for joining us. Pickles, thank you for sharing the live. That is you, Miss Brie. I appreciate you for that. Amanda, thank you for joining us. Your name says, please follow me. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you all for joining. Those that are here live with us, thank you so much. Let's see. Please follow me says that's their name. Well, thank you for joining. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. How about that? But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is has been a very riveting live, and we've been talking about the classroom before the mirror, and the classroom before the mirror is a question that kind of encompasses growth and development. And I couldn't have asked for a perfect guest to show up on the show. Miss Bree, aka Pickles with the rainbow sign on TikTok. She's joining us live on TikTok, and we are discussing the topic that we are showing on YouTube. So if you guys want to get a full on encompassing picture, you can have your YouTube page playing on your TV, and then you guys can join us on the TikTok live. Come and ask questions. I will answer your questions here. Yes, we have those that are watching us live on Facebook. We have those watching us live on YouTube. We have those watching us live here on TikTok. So thank you to each and every one of you on the platform for joining us. This has been awesome. Thank you very specially to my guest, Miss Bree. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Anytime,
Yes, this is awesome. It's time for us to play the game that we always play on the show. Are you ready?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think I've played this game with you before, and it should be good. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
These questions are designed to check your attention span. Yes, so pay attention because all of them are connected. Now, if you guys want to hear it, make sure you tap your screen. All right, make sure you tap your screen and hit that heart shape. Let me send a heart in the comment section. Just write something in the comment section, okay? I'm looking forward to it. Let me see. There we go. I put an emoji in the comment section. You can just write something in the comment section. If you guys are ready for the game, let's see. Let's see your comments in the comment section. Just write something in the comment section that will allow us to know that you're ready for the game. Okay. So we got those that are on YouTube, on Facebook watching us. Thank you all so much. Let's see if we have any comments there. Okay, we couldn't get through yet. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. But we are live here and over here on YouTube. We are live as well. You guys can see me here on TikTok. So thank you all so much. All right, Pickles, we got an emoji from you. Thank you so much for that. Those that are still watching us live, let's see. You guys should make sure you like and subscribe because this thing we're trying to do this every day, and then maybe one day we'll blow up somehow and we start talking to you on in a studio, in an actual studio where we can sit down and have mic and talk about it and maybe get paid for it. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So let's continue, right? So we finished this stage, we finished this episode, and we're talking about this, and we're about to go on the game session, right? And I said that these questions are designed to check your attention span. You should pay attention because they are all connected. All right. Are you ready? You said yes. First question. If you have 600 coconuts on a plane and one of them falls down, how many coconuts do you have left on that plane?
I still have 600 because it just fell.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. The answer would be 599 if coconuts were allowed on planes.
Coconuts aren't allowed on planes?
Let's Google it.
So then that means I still have 600 regardless, because if they aren't allowed on the plane, how did it fall? It never fell out of the plane.
If it was allowed, no, it's allowed on cargo planes, but they're normally tight. And if one falls down, well.
Okay.
Let's Google it and see. Let's see what's the reason why coconuts aren't allowed on planes. All right. Hey, we got 3 likes on YouTube and 3 people are watching us live. Thank you that are watching us live. Those on TikTok too. Thank you so much for everything, for liking and subscribing. Really appreciate it. Let me go.
I don't know what. I don't know. Would it be because they're so compressed?
Okay, what are your options? Give me your best spitball. What do you think it could be? You say it could be compressed, you said?
Like it would explode on a plane because of the altitude. You know how when your ears pop?
I like the way your brain is thinking. I like it. I like it a lot.
The only reason I know is because I got on my first plane not too long after.
Oh yeah? How was that?
It was good. You know, Jamaica was nice.
Ah, yes, the Jamaica is a very nice place to be. It's really fire. How was the weather?
Lovely. It only rained once, and then it made it humid for the rest of the time.
Awesome.
Yes, I was in that water. I was all over the place.
I can imagine that water is just immaculate to be in, I'm sure. All right, let's see what Google says according to their AI overview here. It says coconuts are often restricted on flight, especially whole dry coconuts, due to potential fire hazards. The high oil content in dried coconuts, particularly copra, makes them flammable and prone to spontaneous combustion, especially when exposed to heat. Additionally, the hard shell can be a potential weapon or cause damage. Some airlines also have regulations related to agricultural products to prevent the spread of pests and diseases.
Oh wow, I did not know that coconuts are flammable.
Yes, so we learn something every day on the Flight on the Wall podcast. Yes? They are flammable, they don't let them on planes. So if you ever buy coconuts in Jamaica and you're trying to bring it to America, you're gonna say no, please send it back. They have coconuts in America. That's what they'll tell you. Yep. Alrighty. So let's continue. The next question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Next question is pretty simple, really. It's saying, are you ready? How do you put an elephant into a fridge?
You write the word elephant and you put it in the fridge.
Clap for yourself. I like how your brain went straight there immediately and answered that question. That's very
No, because I just heard that question on a YouTube thing. I do a lot of these.
Yeah, oh, you do a lot of this one. I say you've heard it one or twice, yes. My questions are becoming very popular. I know I'm not the one that started it, but I've been perpetuating it for a minute now. It's pretty good in my opinion. I like it. I like the questions. So yes, you say you write an elephant in the water and put it in the fridge. Okay, that's a good answer, but that doesn't answer the question. How do you put it into the fridge? Let me say hi to those that are just joining. Rosie Rose, thank you for joining us. Moana, thank you for joining us. Madamona 895, thank you for joining us. Please follow me. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Mona. Hi, Mona.
Oh, you know Mona?
Yeah, Mona's one of my friends.
Ah, hi Mona. Welcome to the live. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. You can hop in the live. We're playing a game right now.
Playing a game show.
Yes. So, are you ready for the next question?
Yes.
Awesome. You answered the question, or no, you didn't answer it, but I'll give you the right answer. Are you ready for the answer now? Because you said you write elephant in the fridge and you put it in the fridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the end of that answer?
Yeah, because how else do you put the elephant in the fridge?
Okay, so this is how you put an elephant in the fridge. Open the fridge, put the elephant in, close the fridge.
I mean, I still was correct. I just didn't open the fridge.
Yeah, how would you put in the fridge if you didn't open the fridge?
Maybe you got one of them new fridges where you can write the things on.
And it shows up inside. That's a very new fridge. You've never seen that kind of fridge before.
Yeah, they got fridge now. They got a whole screen on them.
I agree. Those are like really dope fridges. Like they can even do YouTube. There was a kid that was using it to solve the way while she was cooking food. I was like, technology of these days. Back in my day, my fridge will hurt you if you try to open it.
My fridge is brand new.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my apartment complex just put a new one in.
Oh, you are enjoying life. Are you still in the area, like DC area?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Cool.
PG County now.
Oh, nice. We moved like a couple days ago. I'm still in Laura, but just up the street. It's quite nice. Bigger space, cheaper price. I ain't complaining.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This price right here, I'm not complaining because it's not worth it what I'm spending. But I guess I'm happy just to have a roof over my head at this point.
That is the important thing. Like right now, just having a roof to sleep in or a room to lie on, a bed. I don't have a bed technically, but I have an air mattress and it works. It gives me a place to relax my head at night. I'm okay. I'm content.
I can tell you when you can get cheap not a cheap air mattress, but a cheap mattress, but you're gonna have to use your.
Holla at me. We'll talk later.
Gotcha.
All right. I need an actual mattress, like a whole bed even. So I have a bed head. I don't have a bed frame or anything. I can get that from Amazon. But the mattress, let's talk. I'm getting a text real quick. Just bear with me. Let me reply it. It's important.
Oh yeah, you still working in the hospital.
All right, I left Georgetown like a while ago. You know.
Really?
Yeah, almost like when I lived. I left Georgetown EEG April of 2024. And then I went down to the OR and I was working in the OR till December of last year.
Oh wow!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Thank you. I'm looking for a new space right now to go and hook up and stuff. But I'm trying to drift into IT a bit. That's why I'm doing this, so it works for me. Yeah. Let me shout out to those people that are joining us real quick. We have Mona joined us. Thank you for joining us. Bishara Taylor, thank you for joining us. Savage Man, thank you for joining us. Eric Dixon, thank you for joining us. Happy Lesbian 420, thank you for joining us.
Thank you everybody for coming to see me because that's pretty much all my people.
Yeah, all your people are pulling up. Hey, shout out to them. Thank you for coming out. Yes. Shout out to them. Hey, share the live. Let them keep coming. And Jeffries, thank you for joining us. Yes. How you guys doing? Yahweh 2977. Thank you for joining us. How you all doing? Thank you all for joining us. Let's see. Yahweh, thank you for joining us. Let's invite all these people. You guys can come on the live. Come hop on. We're talking on things and we're playing a game right now, man. And she's doing very well on the game.
That game show, like I sucked and I lost 2 questions.
You are doing great so far. I am mad at all. Let me flip the camera real quick. I'm going to place you over here so that those on YouTube can see you for a bit. All right, there. You guys on YouTube can see her. Awesome. So, the next question. Are you ready?
Yes.
How do you put a giraffe into that fridge?
Okay, so you open up the fridge, you take the elephant out, and then you put the giraffe in and you close the fridge. I do remember that.
You remembered. Yes. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself.
Thank you.
Yes. You open the fridge, take the elephant you put in there out, take the giraffe in, close the fridge. Or you could just put the giraffe in if the fridge is big enough. It's your mind, right? The power of your mind. Are you ready for the next question?
Yep.
All right. Next question is this. The king of the jungle is calling a meeting, and he wants every animal to be at that meeting. Which animal, no matter what he tries, can never come to that meeting?
A sloth.
Why a sloth?
Because they move so slow.
By
the time he gets there, the meeting will be over, and then the time he goes back, it might be a whole nother meeting.
I see. Oh, hold on. We just got a guest join us. Let me shout out to them real quick. I didn't see it because it's upside down over here. Hey, Priska, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Let me flip my camera real quick. Hi, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us on the FlyEd on the Wall podcast. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm good.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. We're doing the game show portion of the show, right? So I'm glad that everybody could join us real quick. This is one thing. You guys should go ahead and double tap the screen real quick so that we can get a shout out real quick. Let's see. Share it to your friends. Share it on your story if you have to. It's gonna go a long way if you do that.
I'm going to pass the baton to your new guest that's down here because I have a phone call meeting I have to get to.
Okay. That's awesome. So you don't have to finish your game. You can come back on the next episode and finish your game.
All right, I will do that.
Thank you so much, Miss Bree. Thank you, Pickles, for sharing. You guys go ahead and follow her on TikTok. She's on TikTok as Pickles with the Rainbow. So thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
All right, Miss Priska, welcome to the live. You are my next guest. I guess we'll start a little bit, but this show is almost rounding up because I was aiming for an hour at this. I try to do an hour a day so I can get people on the show. We talk about the topic that we're doing a series called the human body. Yes, you know anything about the human body? Hello. Your live is paused. I don't know why, but it's paused. Thank you so much for those who like the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. We got 100 likes so far. That is awesome. I really appreciate that. Let's see how many people have come to see us real quick. 12, 13 people. That's awesome. Oh, what's going on? I lost my guest. Come back, guest. Maybe network is messing up. I'll take her off for now. You can reconnect when you have the chance. Please don't hesitate. Let me say hello to all the people that are still live with me real quick. All right, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Cassie Johan, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Comment ça va, mon frère, mon ami? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Je suis Edward. Oui, je le fais. Well, I'm almost rounding up the live. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been awesome. I'm very glad you guys joined me on this, and it has been absolutely riveting. We talked to Miss Bree from here in America, and we were talking about the show. What did we talk about? Where is it? It's over here. Yes, we talked about the human body, the making of a human from body to being. And we went deep on the first slide today. We had so many slides to go through. Yes, let me flip this camera real quick. If I flip the camera, you guys can see this is the topic that we were engaging in today, right? The topic is called the classroom before the mirror. How early education imposed structures before children form identity. Standardization versus self-expression, school rules and uniforms as tools um, of early identity control. And Mona, thank you for coming back on the show. I appreciate you. Um, School rules and uniform as tools of early identity control. And finally, who defines good behavior. Miss Bree was very generous to express for us, her own personal experience of being a teacher, and then, of course, even extra of being a special ed teacher as well. She goes through a lot in the day, so I had to give accolades to them and also accolades to everybody else that did join us, and those that joined us from online, those that joined us on YouTube, those that joined us every other place. I really appreciate each and every one of you. This has been awesome. This has been great. I really want to say thank you and good night from me. I appreciate each and every one of you. This has been Eddy4ShoT's Flight on the Wall podcast with your host, Prince Dr. Chukwuemeka Edward Attah-Edeh. Anyawuna Waroha, one of our But your friends and my friends, they call me Eddy4ShoT. It has been an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege to come to you live, to come and talk to you here on the show. But let me do some blooper reels real quick. Yes, the show is over. It's blooper reel time. You know what we do. So let's get this going. I think I'll do that thing one more time. Let's say, hi, welcome to the show. It's your boy, Prince Dr. Chukwuemeka Edward Attah-Edeh. Anyawuna Waroha, one of our But your friends, my friends, they call me Eddy4ShoT. It's a pleasure to have you on the other side of the listening wave. Here we are finishing the show, and I'm saying hello to you guys. Hopefully, she can join the live. How you doing? Well, you can come back, come say hi. Let's see if we can get her to say hello real quick. We have our guest that's over here. Welcome, Friska. How you doing today? Welcome to the show. We're almost finishing, but I really appreciate you for joining. How you doing? Let me flip the camera real quick. How you doing, Miss Andre Priest? And Zep Priest is what they call you. Senza, welcome to the show. How you doing? Please follow me. Welcome to the show. How you doing? That's the person's name. Please follow me. Yes. I can barely see your face. It's really, really dark.
Yeah. It's past 11. So it's night.
Oh, it's nighttime over there. Oh, that makes sense.
Off.
Lights out.
Yeah.
Everybody's asleep. Everybody's knocked out. Makes sense. I want to appreciate those that are still here with us watching live. This is my next guest, Miss Anze Priska. Or what do you go by? Could you introduce yourself to the guests, please? Let them hear you. Let them say hi to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anze Priest. Priska for short.
Priska.
Just like Eddy4ShoT.
Yes, Priska for short. I see what you did there.
That's it.
Yes, I see what you did there. So welcome to the show. This is the Flight on the Wall podcast, and we like to have our guests and say welcome to them. Those that join us even online or in person in live, we appreciate each and every one of them for coming on the live. So you, guys, this is your first time. This is your first time officially on the live, right?
Yeah.
How is it so far? Are you enjoying it? I hope you're enjoying your day so far. Did you enjoy the talk we talked about earlier?
Yeah, I enjoyed every bit of it. Just that network has been
I know.
fluctuating.
I don't know why network is so fluctuating like that. I hope it will be able to be fixed soon, and we'll take care of
So
that.
how are you doing?
I'm doing mighty fine, my dear. Thank you so much. We just almost finished up today's podcast, which is the human body. So the series I'm doing is the real Ed. So we're building a human being technically. The human body is the topic of the entire series, or the under the real Ed show. Which is under the Flight on the Wall podcast as the main podcast, right? So the real Ed is the show, then the human body, we're building the human body. And today we're talking about the classroom before the mirror, right? So I want to see if you can give us an input on that. I'll show you the questions that we have. And perhaps maybe you can shed light on any of the questions that you see or feel drawn to. So the classroom before the mirror, right? How early education systems impose structure before children form identity? You see? And also standardization versus self-expression, right? Which would be like school rules and uniform, for example. Like that would be like standardization. Is it okay to wear school uniform, or like to not wear school uniform and wear mufti? Is it okay to like do your kind of hairstyle and choose what you want, or is it okay for you to put colors in your hair or not? So those kind of questions. And then school rules and uniforms as tools of early identity control. So, like, instead of you being very expressive in your early life, your school kind of holds you back, or does your school allow you to express yourself even more? Maybe a school uniform that's really cool will allow you to look cool when you're going to school or something like that. Yeah. And then finally, who defines good behavior? So, whichever question that you feel drawn to there, please feel free to let me know. And if you can answer it, that would be amazing. That will actually finish up this show excellently well. Because, okay, before we go into the question, could you just tell us a little bit about what you do? And maybe that will give us context on how we can answer this better.
Okay. Let me start from introduction again.
Sure.
I am at a principal, Eddy4ShoT's, and I run an organization, NGO called Youth Renaissance Forum in Nigeria. It's all about youth too.
Youth Renaissance Forum in Nigeria, you said?
Forum in Nigeria,
Okay.
yes. It's a humanitarian group. It's on Facebook and on TikTok too.
Okay.
So you can check me on that. Youth Renaissance Forum in Nigeria, YRFN.
Okay.
So whatever question you want to ask, I believe I can answer it
Okay.
my own way.
All right, please. So the question I want to bring to you now, as for somebody who is involved heavily with the youth, I think I had a guest earlier who was involved with kids. So the next progression would be the youth. So I couldn't have asked for a second better. I say I would say better because that kind of makes me think that my first guest is not as good. No, my first guest is great. You are also great. I'm saying that puts you on the same pedestal as my first guest in being the right person to talk to about such a topic, right? So for this situation, how early education impose structure before children form identity. I want to use the third question on that as for school rules and uniforms as tools of early identity control. Do you think that wearing school uniforms is good for the kid or not? What is your opinion on that? On school uniform and school rules? Hello?
I didn't get that.
Yeah, sorry.
Allow me to hear.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Didn't allow me to hear what you said.
Oh, I apologize. I can repeat. I said,
Yeah, I can hear you now.
okay. Yeah, I was saying school rules and uniforms as tools of early identity control, right? So, like, do you think it's a good idea for schools to impose mandatory school uniforms, or do you think it's okay for schools to let kids what they want to wear?
I think uniforms are better.
Uniforms are better in your opinion? Okay, sure. Tell me why. Why do you think it is? What's your reason for that?
Yeah. Well, I believe, yeah, my reasons are, when everything goes in.
Hello, you cut off for a second. When everything goes well. Hello?
They'll send you another hairstyle, and if you don't go by the rules and regulation, you're being punished. And we have a certain way of sewing our uniform.
Okay. Carry on, please. Hello?
Of that school being punished. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Are you hearing me? I'm trying to change position.
Okay. Well, yeah, the network is kind of a little iffy, but I'll let you do that. Let me go ahead and say shout out to those that just joined us real quick. And Pickles Rainbow, thank you for joining us. Moana, thank you for joining us. Priska, thank you for joining us. Sean Sa, thank you for joining us. Love Forest Music, thank you for joining us. Elena Gulesin, thank you for joining us. Carmen, thank you for joining us. Michaela Burney, thank you for joining us. I always pronounce her name wrong. Is it Michaela or Michaela? Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you and everyone who did. Yeah, go ahead, my dear. Did you find
Thank
it
you
better?
for joining. You're all welcome.
Yes, thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Yes, so carry on, my dear.
Yeah, so as I was saying, for identification, uniform is good. You know, wherever you see a blue and white, you know this is from this school. Whenever you see a green and red, this is from this school. So I believe uniform is better.
Uniform helps with identifying the students, especially in kind of situations where if you had just look at the crowd, oh, that's a kid, that's a kid, that's a student, that's a student. What are they doing here during school hours? That can help, right? Oh, the network is pretty bad. I don't know if you can hear me clearly. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, you can hear me now? Awesome. Thank you so much for all those people that are still live with us and those that are joining us. I want you guys to make sure to smash the like button, double tap on your screen so that I know that you are here. Yes. And my mom is still watching. So thank you, mom, for watching. I really appreciate you for staying down this long. So Priska, guess what? My mom is watching. So shout out to her if she can hear you. Mommy, you know Priska from 2 houses away in Nigeria, in Uncle late Paul's house. So shout out to mom over there. Yes. Yes. It's a small world, they say. It's a very small world. But yes, I want to thank everybody for watching and being live with us. I'm gonna head home out now because I do have an appointment to go pick up my brother from school. So I will cut this live short. I may come back later. I may be in a party. I may not be in a party. I may be at home. I may not be at home. But who knows? We'll try to do it on TikTok and we'll try to do it on YouTube as well. And hopefully we'll say hi to everybody while we're doing it. Priska, I want to tell you thank you so much for joining me. It has been an amazing honor. Let's just shout out to those that just joined us real quick. I said hi to Elena Gislin, Carmen, thank you for joining us. Michelle Bernie, thank you for joining us. Okay, Priest and Z Priest, they like the video. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Chanita Johnson would like join the video. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you all. Thank you all for liking the video. Thank you all for commenting. Thank you all for watching this long and paying attention. Yes, we did have a bunch of games that we do play on the show. Would you like to play one real quick? Network is bad. Network is terrible. It's not letting me communicate properly. But don't worry. Maybe next time when we come back on tomorrow's show, you guys will be available. You guys will be able to talk and we'll be able to share things together. Hopefully, you guys can hear me and can see me clearly in all the things. Yes, thank you all so much for joining me on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. It has been an amazing time. Thank you all so much. I'm going to call it a day now. We've been live for more than an hour plus. So that's been awesome. Have a great day now, feature me. Bye for now. This has been your boy, Prince Dr. Chukwemeka Edward Attah-Edeh. Anyamuna Waroha, one of our people. They're your friends, my friends. They all call me Eddy4ShoT's. And it's a pleasure to have you on the other side of the listening wave. Thank you to Facebook. Thank you to YouTube. Thank you to TikTok for letting this happen. Shout out to you, Blooper Reels. You now make it. So let's go. Thank you so much, Miss Priska, for being the last guest on the show and handing on. Thank you to Miss Chanita for being there live as well. Thank you to Mom for being there live as well. Appreciate you, Mom. She wrote, "Mom is watching." Mom is watching you. That's so cool. Yes, awesome. Thank you all so much for those who commented, those that reached out, those that waved, those that shared hi. We'll be back tomorrow to do more of this and more like this. We always have riveting communications with vast number of people, and we're looking forward to having you on the next show. Thank you all so much. Bye for now. Okay. Bye. Priska, are you gonna come on the next one? Hello.